A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a pivotal moment for Middle Eastern diplomacy, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has arrived in Israel, marking his 11th visit to the region since the outbreak of the Gaza war over a year ago. This trip comes at a time of heightened tensions as Israel and Hezbollah have exchanged strikes, complicating efforts for a ceasefire. Blinken's primary objective during this visit is to revive ceasefire discussions aimed at ending the ongoing conflict in Gaza, while also advocating for increased humanitarian aid to the beleaguered Palestinian territory. Upon landing in Israel, Blinken's visit was overshadowed by a significant military escalation. Hezbollah launched medium-range missiles toward Tel Aviv, which resulted in the temporary shutdown of Ben Gurion Airport, where Blinken had just arrived. This aggressive act by Hezbollah underscores the precarious nature of the current situation and the challenges facing diplomatic efforts. During his meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Blinken urged the Israeli leader to leverage the recent killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar to secure a ceasefire and facilitate the release of hostages. The U.S. State Department emphasized the importance of ending the conflict in a manner that ensures lasting security for both Israelis and Palestinians. Blinken highlighted the necessity for Israel to enhance the flow of humanitarian assistance into Gaza, ensuring that aid reaches civilians in need. Netanyahu's office acknowledged the potential positive impact of Sinwar's death on hostage negotiations and the overall objectives of the war. However, there was no mention of a ceasefire, despite the devastating toll the conflict has taken on Gaza, where the majority of its 2.3 million residents have been displaced. Complicating matters further, Hezbollah has ruled out negotiations with Israel while hostilities continue. The group has claimed responsibility for a drone attack targeting Netanyahu's holiday home, signaling that the conflict is far from resolution. Netanyahu reiterated the need for changes in Lebanon's security and political landscape to ensure the safety of Israelis from Hezbollah's rocket fire. The situation escalated early Tuesday when Hezbollah launched multiple rockets at Israeli military bases near Tel Aviv and a naval base in Haifa. In response, Israel declared a state of emergency in the Tel Aviv area, and reports indicated that a man was injured by falling debris in northern Israel. Al Jazeera's Imran Khan reported that this marks the first use of medium-range missiles by Hezbollah, indicating a shift in their military strategy. Blinken's visit is also significant as it coincides with Israel's intensified military operations in Gaza and Lebanon against Hezbollah, particularly following Iran's missile attack on Israel earlier this month. The Secretary of State's discussions will focus on the future of Gaza post-conflict, addressing humanitarian needs, governance, and reconstruction efforts. Despite the urgency of the situation, experts believe that a breakthrough in negotiations is unlikely, especially with the upcoming U.S. presidential election. Analysts suggest that both Hamas and Netanyahu lack the motivation to make significant concessions at this time. The Biden administration had viewed Sinwar's killing as a potential turning point, but Netanyahu's commitment to continue military operations complicates the path to peace. In light of these developments, Blinken's trip to the Middle East also includes planned stops in Jordan and Doha. His discussions will aim to secure a diplomatic resolution to the ongoing conflict with Hezbollah and address Israel's anticipated response to Iran's missile attack. As the situation unfolds, the international community watches closely, hoping for a de-escalation of hostilities and a return to negotiations for peace in the region. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.